Vich, the 7th seed.
New Vulcan ball.
These guys
Game
have already
one.
played once this year, Thomas, with
0-0.
Martinez Vich winning in the Masters in the semifinals. Now facing off in the quarters.
Yeah, two of the fastest guys on tour. We're going to see some insane points here.
So fast, so athletic. Connor Garnett, of course, Mr. Tui Nation himself. Loves those running backhands, especially if they're an
1-0.
Exactly. A couple of crowd favorites, too.
Side out.
That's a great point as well. Both Jaume just always smiling out there, always having a good time. Played an epic men's doubles match in the final match on Grandstand yesterday.
0-1.
Him and Augie Gudd.
Yeah, that was a marathon.
Facing Riley Newman and James Ignatowicz. Martinez Vich, really strong start to 2025. Made the final, of course, in Palm Springs, falling to Federico Staksrud, but a great run for him to start off the year.
Yeah, he has some of the heaviest passing shots. You know, he's not the hardest hitter from the baseline, but just so much whip off of both sides. Just causes a lot of trouble for his opponents when they're at the kitchen line.
Side out.
Martinez Vich going for the drop volley, but I think anywhere you hit that on the court, Garnett's going to be there.
But he's also going at his backhand, which is interesting.
Exactly.
Maybe he's like, all right, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
1-2.
It's a mental warning, mental notice.
Great.
Side out.
And I think that's what you have to do. He hit, to Connor's forehand a couple times there. If I'm playing Connor, I'm saying you have to beat me with your forehand. I will not allow you to beat me with your backhand.
Right.
2-1.
Just long. That's
Oh,
just so
almost.
crafty from Jaume.
You just see hints of the athleticism of both guys in that mini cat and mouse rally there.
Point.
That stays in for Martinez Vich as well. Garnett thinking that it was going to be wide.
Yeah, he just almost looked confused there. He's like, how did that land in? Do I challenge? I don't know what he was thinking.
4-1.
It's all right. We all have lapses, you know.
Point.
And what a start here for Jaume Martinez Vich. 5-1.
Timeout receiver, 5-1.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it seemed like Connor was really processing a lot.
Right.
But something to look for is Jaume's passing.
Sure. Game 7 here on Grandstand.
Point.
The signature shot from Connor just wide. You know he wants that one back.
6-1. Side out.
Ooh, just wide there.
And Garnett stops the bleeding, trailing 1-6.
It looked like he almost expected that to land
1-6.
in as well. He was pleasantly surprised that he got to call that out.
Oh, come on.
And Garnett just weathering a barrage of passing shots from Martinez Vich there.
And I mean, when Jaume is missing, it is not by much. I mean, he is on.
2-6.
What a finish.
Side out.
Yeah, that's not an easy
overhead.
shot, especially a lob that goes that high and it's coming straight down. You have a plastic ball floating in the air. It's hard to connect well with that, but Jaume did a great job.
Keeps it just inside the sideline.
6-2. Point.
Sitter there for Garnett, but overcooks it.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about 13 different things of what to do with that shot. Just didn't end up deciding. Sailed it long.
7-2. Point.
Just more uncharacteristic errors here for Connor Garnett.
Yeah, he just kind of feels a little out of sorts. I mean, just by his body language, he's kind of talking to himself, kind of wiggling around. You can tell he's not settled whatsoever. I mean, Jaume's playing really solid, not giving him any airs to work with, so that doesn't help. But I just think in general, he just doesn't have a great feel of the ball right now.
Right.
But I expect that will continue to improve here.
Side out.
Connor Garnett picking up a big win over Tom Evans in 3 games.
The Aussie.
Yeah, the Aussie had a good win over
2-9.
James Nadowich did Evans earlier in the tournament. That kitchen coverage is just incredible for Martinez Vich.
I mean, especially for a guy who's not that tall, and he's just so quick and explosive.
9-2. Point.
Just looked like Garnett made a play on it, just
Game point.
not able to make solid contact. Makes it game
10-2.
point for Martinez Vich, 10-2.
Oh my gosh.
JMV
Point
with the
game.
18.
Look at his
Timeout.
reaction.
See some
Game
resilience from Garnett with a spot in the
New Vulcan
semifinals
ball.
on the line.
Game 2, time in,
Martinez Vich
0-0.
will serve to start us off in game 2.
Oh my goodness.
Point.
Now,
Yeah, it's just interesting that game 1 is the most uncomfortable I've seen Connor Garnett on a singles court.
Side out.
What he's fighting through right now, positive body language, pumping himself up.
we've seen this several times from
0-1.
Garnett have a slow start in game 1, really just turn it on in the second and third, kind of like Federico Saxford, who we saw earlier as well.
Side out.
Yeah, and that forehand pass was a mile over the net. Just hasn't quite dialed it in yet.
1-0. Point.
That forehand just continuing to be a weapon for Martinez Vich. Not hitting
2-0.
it with a ton of pace, but just the combination of pace plus the spin and the height over the net.
It's getting crazy out here, man.
It is getting crazy. Martinez Vich looked like he did a little pirouette as he was hitting that ball off the net. Then Garnett becomes Air Garnett, jumping to finish with the overhead.
But to your point about Jaume's
0-2.
passing shots, I mean, that's really the difference between good and great singles players is can you resist the temptation to overhit
Side out.
passing shots? And can you take enough off and control it to where it's going to land just beyond the kitchen line, where it's dipping right as it crosses the net?
Exactly.
And Jaume is a master.
2-0. Side out.
That's a stronger point there from Garnett. It started with an amazing return, a lot of depth on that shot. That put him in the driver's seat for the duration of the rally.
0-2.
Yes, Connor Garnett.
Point.
The dropper.
I mean, the shot making overall, but especially from Jaume right now, is world class.
What it takes to score a point.
I mean, he's off balance, sliding on the move and hitting dimes. He's there on
Almost
that
another
one,
one.
too.
Almost another one. This is when Martinez Vich is at his best, when he's playing free, kind of, you know, playing to the crowd's energy.
2-2.
We'll see if Garnett can dial that in as well.
Point.
Hey, one unforced error.
Yeah, yeah, right. On the board with an unforced
And we're
error.
taking a timeout. He's like, that is absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah. Compared to how he has been playing, it is a complete.
Had pretty much his first unforced error in the match and said,
Right.
timeout, this is enough. He's been playing absolutely insane.
Point.
And another one. That's two now, Tom.
That's two. Two too many.
4-2.
That was going in.
No way.
He's just a puppet master.
What a point. The crowd rightfully applauding both players.
And Connor Garnett just kind of shrugs his
Yeah.
shoulders and says, too good. Love the
mean,
respect between the two.
It's amazing, and just such high-level pickleball, such high-level guys, just having some fun on the 20 by 44. Everyone's loving it. Never
Side
get a
out.
point like that.
And Jaume just looks at the crowd and goes, I'm tired. Understandably so.
Yeah, he's honest. Hey, these guys, they're humans.
Gosh.
4-2.
These are some extended points we're seeing here on the singles court compared to some of the other matches. Jeez.
He's everywhere.
Side out.
I mean, Connor has significantly improved his game from game one, but I mean, the level that Jaume is playing right now, it really just doesn't matter.
2-4.
Yeah, honestly.
Point.
With how well Jaume is playing, that's a volley you need to make if you're Connor Garnett.
Yeah, he wants that back. He's thinking about that. He's like, hey, high backhand, that's my favorite shot. But he was on the stretch, though. Still a quality shot. For
3-4.
Very much.
Ooh, he guessed wrong
Side
for
out.
once.
Yeah. Really pretty. It was a heck of a serve from, I'm not even sure how Garnett was able to
Yeah, painted the line.
hit a serviceable return off there. He gets the serve back, still with a 1-point advantage here in game 2.
4-3.
Looking to bring us to a third.
Point.
Just so entertaining. I mean, what's most impressive about Connor right now is he's picking up his level and just weathering the storm as best he can. I mean, Jaume's not slowing down whatsoever, but he's choosing to stay positive and fight, which is the only thing that's keeping him in this match.
Right.
5-3. Side out.
Connor Garnett breathing heavy over here. I think both players are really.
I mean, yeah, with how much they've been running over the past
3-5.
5 or 6 points. You gotta
Side
think
out.
as well, Connor Garnett playing men's doubles later as well with Tyler Loong. They're playing Ben Johns and Gabe Tardio.
Well, he's getting a good warm-up.
Oh, very. More than you'd bargain for a warm-up, I'm sure.
5-3.
This is why I stopped playing singles.
Well, you don't want to run like they are right now?
No, thank you.
Point.
Hey, Jaume coming down to earth here a little bit with a couple misses. Has to happen eventually, right?
Right. And that's what Connor's thinking too.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, it's gotta
6-3.
happen. And
Point.
Martinez Vich
Only have one
not
timeout.
taking a timeout, but he does a bit of equipment pause, we'll say. Takes off
Took
the
off
chain.
the chain.
Hey, it's
Break every
heavy.
chain,
It's
man.
heavy, yeah. He's weighing
7-3.
him down.
Point.
There we go.
Garnett's dialing in that two-way.
Yeah, much better rhythm. Even just footwork wise
8-3.
compared to game one. Connor much more settled in.
Point.
Seems like Connor has really adjusted well to Jaume's patterns on his passing shots. Jaume is primarily going cross court, and it seems like Connor just has a much better read. You know, game one, it's like he didn't know where he was going. But Jaume's still hitting really quality balls from the baseline. But Garnett just much more on those volleys and has a lot more behind them.
That is just exquisite. Backhand up the line. Gives Connor Garnett a game point at 10-3.
How did that happen?
10-3.
He ran around, did some things, now here we are. Bub, that high level of play, and we'll see if Jaume
Vulcan
Martinez
ball,
Vich
game
can
3,
find
time
his
in.
level that he began the match
0-0.
with. Here we go.
Wow.
Side out.
Couple lobs in there, but Martinez Vich unfazed.
Yeah, just so impressive in game two how Connor just weathered the storm.
0-0.
Even game two, Jaume started off so hot. Had some highlight reel shots, but he just did not give up. Found his rhythm. Oh my gosh.
Side out.
I think the net court actually helped Connor a little bit.
Yeah, it made the awkward timing.
Right. It allowed him to get a higher forehand, eventually causing the error.
It did like
0-0.
It did look like two in game two. Jaume did get a little tired after some of those crazy points. He told the fans, he said, "Hey, I'm tired."
I guess he wasn't joking. I mean, who could blame him though? The way these guys were moving early in the match.
1-0. Point.
And I think that was going in too. That was a crazy angle from Connor.
Yeah. Martinez Vich saying, hey, thought it was going to go out, but with how much topspin
It was
had,
dipping. Yeah.
Yeah. That's also a Connor
2-0.
Garnett backhand. You're assuming most of those are going to go in.
Yes.
Point.
And the strong run continues for the 3 seed.
And if Connor finds the forehand as well, then that is
3-0
for Jaume.
Point.
Just long. It looked like the sun got in Connor's way on that high lob from Jaume.
Very much so.
Biggest challenge on his shots, there's not as much dip and as much pace behind them, because I think he's lost a little bit of his legs, just got a little tired. I expect him to catch his second win here, though.
Side
I think
out.
it's also just the mental challenge of knowing, hey, Connor raised his level in game 2 as well. That puts some pressure on me to raise my own level again. And it can be hard to do that. A lot on the line. Looking to make the semifinals. Game 3, full house here in Mesa.
It's a quick 0-4 to Connor Garnett.
Side out.
Just pushes it long. But we did see the same exact thing happen with Staxrud in game 3.
4-0.
He was down early.
Point.
Yeah, just a couple loose airs. Jaume kind of tapping his head saying, you know, focus. He just needs to settle in again here and refocus like he's telling himself. Oh my gosh.
Point.
Around.
Yeah,
First,
6-0.
in the second game.
I think Garnett's motor is just a little bit stronger than Jaume's. I mean,
Point.
how well Jaume was playing to the last few points, it's just been a huge cliff for him. But Connor,
7-0.
Just, you know, even with these really long extended points where both players are running back and forth, Connor has not seemed fatigued whatsoever.
Point.
Looks like Jaume's hurting a little bit.
Yeah,
If it's cramping or
walking a little gingerly after the point. Yeah, it looks like that potentially left or right leg, excuse me.
8-0.
he did roll his ankle. It was a day or two ago in the doubles match.
Gotcha. Oh, I think it was in mix, right? Yesterday.
That was yesterday, yep.
9-0.
9-0 now after another missed return.
Point.
And pretty evident
Match
that
point.
he's not walking with as much energy as we're used to
10-0.
seeing, but nevertheless, match point here for Connor Garnett.
Point. Game
Finished
match.
in a style appropriate for Connor Garnett with a two-handed backhand. The 3 seed overcomes a slow start to take it 2-11